Okay, this is job 24390. It's called Quarterdeck Condos at 2510 West Manor Place in Seattle. Um, we're looking at asphalt repair, crack fill, seal coat stripe. This job is for Maddie at Pacific Rim, I think it is, or Pacific Crest. I can't remember which company he's with, but we've done some work with these guys already. I think last job we did was called Edmonds Village. But they've got multiple parking lots here to look at. So let's talk about the seal coat first. You've got a section that's up the street. If you take a right, there's like a little 2-car parking spot right here. Then down the street, you've got this parking area here. You've got this parking area here. Then you've got this little parking area that's right in here that only goes back so far. Kind of stops right here. And then down the street, where this goes into another property, there's a little road that goes to the back. It comes up the hill and gets to the back of the property where their fourth, I guess, or fifth parking lot is located. So there's one little lot, 2, 3, 4, and then you go towards the back here up the hill to the fifth. I'm thinking this can get done probably in 2 phases. As a matter of fact, I'm just trying to think where they could all park. Yeah, we'll probably have to do it in 2 phases because there's not a lot of parking around the surrounding areas. They can park on the side streets, but there's not a lot available. So I'm guessing that we could probably do this back lot here and then do, one of these smaller lots. And then on another day, do this tiny little lot, this one, and maybe this one right here. So we'll probably break it up into 2 phases. There's parking underneath these buildings. There's like carport parking. So there's carport parking here, there, on the backside of this building, backside of this part of the building, and then underneath in the very back, there's also parking there too. Okay, 1 day of power washing will definitely need to be done. It's pretty mossy, so it's going to require them getting out of the way so we can power wash on 1 day, and then breaking this up into 2 phases for seal coating. Okay, underneath the carport areas, it's concrete, so we don't have to do any striping underneath as far as stalls go, but there is reserved stenciling and there is stall numbering. Here are the quantities. You've got 15 plus 15 plus 5 plus 32. These are all 18-foot length on the stalls. 8-inch reserve stencils, 15 plus 15 plus 5 plus 4 plus 32. Then you've got 12-inch stall numbers, 15 plus 15 plus 5 plus 4 plus 32. You've got 20 lineal feet of white cross hatching. You have 8 parallel parking stalls. Those parallel parking stalls are they're 8 foot long on each line. So you got 8 lines times 8 lines times 8. So that's 64 lineal feet of parallel stall strapping. Okay, so I'll try to walk up to these locations and show you what they look like, and I'll try to do it quickly. Up here, though, there is an 18 by 16. We'll have to remove and replace. There's tree root damage. Then down here, you've got a 12 by 10 where there's some tree root damage. There's a 50-foot by 10-foot section that runs down the flow line. It's just alligator cracking and just the asphalt starting to crumble a little bit. In this lot, there's a 4x4 with tree root damage. And then you go into the very, very back, and you've got a 4x4 pothole, a 6x6 pothole. And then you make your way all the way back to some alligator cracking and some asphalt that was done as an overlay. And it's just starting to chip up and fail. So on this one back here, I'm going to say this is 4-inch remove and replace because it looks like that might be what it is. Here, 3-inch depth, 3-inch depth, 3-inch depth, 3-inch depth on both of those, 3-inch depth on that. Okay, so I'm going to take you up to the first repair that's here and then make my way down to these repairs. Okay, I'm up here at the top, the west side of the property, the very top of the hill. This is that 16 by 18 I was talking about. I actually need to increase the size of this. Okay, so we're going to make this not a 16 by 18. We're going to make this a 22 by 20. And we're going to remove everything in here. There's tree root damage here, and up there near the decking. Okay, so we'll do a 22 by 20, take all of this out, get it removed and replaced. Project managers, as you can see, you can park along the side of the street here, but we'd have to get here fairly early in the morning or get it blocked off the day before. So it's a quiet street that goes around this building. It's very quiet, so we might not have to get a street use permit on this. But again, it is Seattle, so you know what? Why don't we throw in a street use permit so that we can get a no park here in this section right in here in order to get this repair done. Okay. Now I'm in the next lot, and I think when we go to do these repairs, if we do that street closure up there, probably be the best thing to do. This is a very steep entrance here, so this is going to be very interesting to try to remove and replace the asphalt, but it's going to have to be done by hand. And I think we could park inside here, probably do this with well, it just depends on how much I'm going to have here, but I was thinking it could be hot patcher work, but we'll see. That one repair up there alone might be too much. We could probably have some of this closed down as we go to do these repairs, and we could park on the property here. Problem is these inclines are pretty steep. You can see there's a lot of scraping as you get down here, and if I turn around you can see the scraping here at the top. It's because it's pretty steep. It's a very steep incline, and so trailers aren't going to be able to get up and down this very easily without scraping, especially if it's low. All right. A paver won't work on a lot of this stuff, so it's going to have to be done by hand. But I'm going to add some more repairs here. So on this second lot, I'm going to take this whole entrance right here, and we're going to try to replace it because there's some tree root damage going on through here. Okay. So we've got right here, we've got a 20. We're going to go a 20 foot by 8 foot right here at the entrance and go right here at the sidewalk and come in 8 feet. So 20 by 8. Around the corner here, you got some tree root damage starting right here. So I did a 12 by 10 right here, 12 by 10 in front of stall number 12. And then I did a huge 50 by 10 right here, starting just above the catch basin, and taking care of all this here in the middle and going all the way down to the stamped brick that's down there. So fixing this whole area right here. The flow line is right there, as you can see, and there's like a trench that goes all the way over. So I think they buried a drain line through this area. You can see it goes like this and jogs over. Okay, so there's that. Okay, here's the sign, Quarterdeck Condos. Okay, here's the next entrance. I'm going to add this on here too, and we're going to fix this part of the entrance as well, but we really only need to fix half of it. Okay, so the rest of this is all scraped, but it's not necessarily damaged. Well, it's damaged because it's got scrape marks on it, but it's not cracked or broken. Okay, so we're going to take this right here, and we're going to do a 10 by 8 repair right here at the entrance. And then as you come in, first stall right there, there's tree root damage, so that's a 4x4 in that location. I'm now going down the sidewalk, walking you to the fourth parking lot that comes in. So here's the fourth parking lot. You can see there's some alligator cracking here at the entrance. And as you come in, you've got some asphalt that was overlaid. It's all chipping off. And I didn't include this on the bid, and this is where it dead ends here. I didn't include this area, but if we're going to do those other repairs, then I might want to throw this one in here. So going from the entrance and out to here, we're going to go 9 foot wide on this area right here, 9 foot wide, and go all the way out to the entrance. Okay, it's 52 feet long from the concrete over to there, but instead of just doing 9 feet, I'm going to extend this, and we're going to go all the way out to 12 feet here. Okay, so we'll go all along the side here because there's some tree root damage there, and we're going to take out 12 feet and go in from the sidewalk. Okay, now I'm going to take you to down here. This is the fifth. This is a fifth entrance that takes you to the very back of the property. Okay, you'll see that next door is what's called the Emerson House, or I can't remember what it's called. Okay, so it goes. The entrance goes right up to the left. All of this asphalt's kind of damaged a little bit, but I think it's gonna be okay for now. You've got a pothole though here. You can see this has been overlaid. Looks like it had about 1.5 inch overlay on here. Okay. And then you've got up here where there was an overlay and it's just crumbling. So really it's not a pothole repair. It's just crumbled asphalt. Okay, so I think we're not going to get too crazy on this one. Okay, so this will end up being, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger than 4x4. I'm going to make this a 5x5 here on this, just so we could take care of the puddling that's here. I was going to throw in a price to do all asphalt repair down this, but I don't think they're wanting to do that. They're just looking for all the major issues right now. And then right here where they did this overlay, it's only about 1 inch thick, not even that, but it needs to be cut out and then repaved here. So we're only going to do 5 foot wide, okay, and then we're going to go by 15, 5 by 15 right here, right at the staircase. 5 by 15. I'll make this adjustment on my aerial map because the aerial map I had them being smaller, and I'll have that in Google Drive. Okay. Let's see here. Got a couple areas where you can see there's some puddling that happens right in this area right here. But it flows down. So, I mean, actually it probably doesn't puddle because it's already flowing down in that direction. That area, I didn't include that. I probably won't include that right now. This area right here, though, it's starting to crumble along the edge. Again, you've got this little overlay that was done, and looks like it, it's 1 inch at the most. Okay, this is the 64 by 9 that I was talking about, where we would go all the way into the stall about 3 feet, come out 9 feet, and go down 64 feet and take care of this whole section right here. Okay. Here's like some of the carport parking I was talking about. That's that 64 by 9. And that's about it in here. This area right here, actually I'm going to include this on here too. Okay. This right here ends up being a 20 by 20 on this section right here. It's got low areas, high areas, alligator cracking. So we'll go probably just about to the concrete foundation there. Do this little area right here, 20 by 20. Get that flow of water going in that direction. This area right here is alligator cracking too. So I'm going to include this also. I'm just going to take this original spot that was out here. Nope, that's it. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to do for now. Okay. For seal coating, You can see that I've got the 1-day power washing in here, which will hopefully help to get some of this moss off. You can see there's dumpsters in here, so we got to know what day is okay to come in and not interfere with garbage day. Okay. Other than that, I think that's it. So street use permit for so I got a street use permit plugged in here so that we can do these asphalt repairs. One thing we might be able to do too is in this back lot, we might be able to stage back here in the back. When we go to do that repair, we obviously need room to be able to get that done. We also have that section of asphalt out here that needs to get done too, but I don't necessarily think we need to have a street use permit because they're smaller repairs. I mean, that's a 10 by 50, so that's a good size repair that needs to be done there. We got to be able to get a truck in there. So I think I need to discuss what would be the best plan here to get this work done and what kind of equipment we'll need to use. I don't know that just yet. This repair back here, we'll be back here. We'll have it blocked. Plus the repairs that were here. These two repairs, those are changing. I just changed the size on those. So, and then there's this property here where, who knows, we might be able to park back there as well as we're doing our repairs. But I think right now, this is probably our best spot for staging is in the back here. We go to take that route back here. All right. So for now, I'm not quite sure what all equipment we would use, and I'm not quite sure how we would do this when we're doing these repairs close to the street. Okay. So that's all I've got for right now. I guess maybe if we were doing that street use permit, it might be a no park all the way through here, plus up around the corner in order to get these repairs. If we did one street use permit for no parks, no parking signs on this strip, plus right there. Okay, seal coat wise, already talked about that. Striping, gave you the striping stuff. Crack fill. Crack fill is the only one I didn't give you yet. And there's about 800 feet of crack fill in here. Any other questions? Let me know. Thanks.